If our judiciary system should be working in Nigeria by now, the Jamb registrar should be tendering his resignation letter, or probably he should be locked up somewhere answering what really happened to that Jamb result. But then, we're in a country where, I don't want to say more than this, but then, let me explain. Dear Nigerians, we're all here when Jamb announced that the total candidates that wrote Jamb in 2025, that most of them scored below 200, meaning that there was massive failure, it massively failed. Now, people started alleging that, oh, TikTok is making students not to read, oh, ChatGPT, everybody started blaming the student. But then, if you want to blame the students, that number is outrageous. Almost 380,000 students failed. How? After so much investigation, Jamb decided to call committee to say, coming out to cry. That does not justify your failure. You fail at your duty. You either take responsibility by resigning or take the consequences by going to jail. Now, remember, those students, they all paid the register for that. They did not just register, they prepared, they did lesson, they read, they did everything to prepare for that exam. In fact, most of them transport themselves down to that examination center to write exam. But there, because of your so-called negligence or your glitch, you see this glitch that Nigerian government always use. INEC will use glitch, telecommunication will use glitch, this one will use glitch. Now, Jamb glitch. Remember, it is this same Jamb that alleged in 2018 that Snake swallowed 36 million naira. The same Jamb. They have politicized Jamb under APC administration. Unthinkable things are happening. But then, let's continue. Now, to make it worse, the most painful part of this whole thing, Jamb wrote on their official Twitter handle, man proposed, God disposed. I don't know what kind of incompetency is this? How can you say man proposed, God disposed in this kind of technology age that we are? That you can digitalize everything. You make a mistake, you're calling it man proposed, God disposed. Now, to further escalate their irresponsibility, they are now setting the exam within a short period, asking the student to come and rewrite the examination they've written on 16th of May 2025. 16th. How many days gap? How do you bring those students? Now, let me not tell you. Do you know that a student took her own life because of this? Because, of course, that student know that she must have written. In fact, do you know how disappointing she was to take her own life? Would this bring that child back again? Now, remember in 2024, was it not 2024? Yes, that Mesoma, manipulated her result and they banned Mesoma for 3 years. Meaning that 3 years she will be at home because of her error. Okay, yes, she intentionally manipulated her result. But Jamb, what consequences are we going to give you people? Is the Jamb registrar not supposed to be in jail right now? It's not supposed to be in jail. Because there's no consequences to actions, that is why they can do anyhow. INEC chairman, he conducted a whole important presidential election. There was a glitch. They call it a glitch. Nothing happened. Jamb, glitch, everything, glitch, nothing. Of course, nothing will happen. He will cry on national TV and nothing will happen. Anyway, many people are alleging that most of the mass failure in Jamb happened in Southeast. And many people are saying that there's no really physical evidence to prove that there are people who failed in Lagos, but it was more in Southeast. Anyway, there's no evidence to prove that, but then there might be statistics that prove that. If you're seeing this and you're writing Jamb on the 16th of May, they say make una come rewrite Jamb. Of course, you must have gotten your notification to come and rewrite your Jamb for those affected areas.
So guys, as it stands now, we don't know if the students are going to come back to write the exam. Yes, because according to Jamb, they said that they're going to have a receipt of the 379,000 students that were affected. Can you guys just imagine what these people are doing? Just imagine, how can you expect someone who is traumatized, someone who is depressed, someone who has already lost focus, someone who is troubled to come and sit down and write the exam? It is not going to work. So if I don't know, I think the parents need to have a protest. I mean, they need to march straight to Jamb headquarters to say no, our children cannot write this exam. I mean, this is a short notice, this is a short period you guys give to these people. Like, I really don't understand. Why not give them 3 to 4 months notice? And if you ask me, in my opinion, I don't think they are even supposed to have a receipt. They need to go back. I mean, they already have the results in their database, right? They should go back and check where this problem is coming from, just to so that in the near future, it won't occur any longer, right? So this is what they're supposed to do. They should go back. Somebody who scored 370, after a receipt, the person might end up scoring 250 and might affect the person's getting admission to the university. So Jamb, if we should stop all this boycott or whatever people are doing, stop it. It's not going to work. You just decided to dash failures to the southern part of Nigeria, dash all of them, because you know that they are always the one who is always topping the academic chart because of envy or jealousy or what will I call it. This is not going to be feasible. So if people should need to sit down, you need to work on this, release the result. That is what the children want. They don't want to go back and start reading. I mean, reading what they've already read for what.
The just concluded UTME is so concerning and alarming. They just finished Jamb Omo, I open mouth, I shock. Una no dey read again o. Everybody is now focused on Instagram and TikTok. Everybody is now comparing, shebi this person no go school, and look at this person, is making money. 20-year-old boy, he don get motor. Everybody cannot be like the boy o. In 2024, there was 76.1 million people that scored below 200, and that is even the average cutoff mark for Jamb. This 2025, they can increase to 79.1 million who scored below, making it a total of 78.1 percentage, as in the rate of failure. My goodness, it's alarming o. The educational sector, they need to do something about this, because see, if you don't want to go to school, don't bother sitting for Jamb. Don't be wasting your money. If it's content creation, you feel like, of course there's money on social media, but let me tell you something, everything works hand in hand. Because somebody is speaking bad English and they're getting away with it on social media does not mean you will do it and people will buy it. So education is still important and paramount. 980 something thousand people failed already. They scored below 200. My goodness. People are just making money for Jamb every year. Torí ẹ ò bá gbéwèé lọ kọ́ṣẹ́. If you don't want to go to school, if it's social media, whatever you want to focus on, you put your full chest into it and do it well. Because everybody is now on TikTok, everybody is now on social media. You people are not reading anymore. Next year you will still go and pay so amount to write Jamb, and they will keep increasing it. One day you will be buying that form for 20,000 naira. I'm telling you, they will keep increasing it. Mass failure. My goodness, it is well o.
So guys, no matter what Jamb may have done, all I know is that they cannot dim the light of the innocent and brilliant students who worked so hard, who prepared, some spent sleepless nights, some burnt candles, some even were having financial issues. But they borrowed money to make sure that they don't miss this year's Jamb. And just look at what happened. Just look at it. So it's really, really, really sad that Jamb, decided to blow a breeze of failure to some parts of the state in Nigeria. So right now they said they're going to resit, but I think they need to give them enough time. 3 to 4 months is not even, they need, because these were students that prepared years. Some spent years preparing for their Jamb. Yeah, because some have been writing Jamb, and you guys know that Jamb, they are just there to make money. Because I don't know the essence, I don't know the purpose of that institution. When a prospective student can easily research the university of his or her choice, go through their website, drop your details and your first choice, second choice, or whatever, and when it's time for their post UTME, they will also announce it, and you as students, you get to know. You go there, write your post UTME, or if it's online, whichever way they're doing. And guys, these things, they are easy. So what is the purpose of Jamb? So I think Jamb needs to be scrapped off, because that institution, they are corrupt. If I tell you how much they make every year, you open your mouth like, oh. So guys, this is why I'm going to end the gist. This corruption for Nigeria, if it end at all, it don't even enter education system. So it is really, really eating everybody up. So guys, this is what I'm going to end the gist. Please kindly like this video, share, continue to follow our channel.